At this point, let us now hear a message of support from the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Undersecretary for Local Government, Yusek Marlo L. Iringan.
Maraming salamat at isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Of course, I would like to greet Undersecretary Angelito De Leon of the Department of National Defense, Yusek Ariel Nepomuceno of DND OCD, the Administrator of the OCD, Yusek Dayan Rose Kahipe of the DSWD, Yusek Randy Escolanco of the Department of Science and Technology, or DSUD. And then our partners from Arise Philippines, Vice Admiral Alexander Pama and Engineer Liza Celerio of SM Group of Companies. Fellow workers in government, our partners from the private sector, ladies and gentlemen. Isang mapagpalang umaga po sa ating lahat. Good morning, everyone. Kamahina. Good morning. Thank you for the response. Unang-una ay pinapaabot po naming kalihim, Secretary Juanito Victor C. Remulla, ang kanyang pagbati sa bawat isa. At lalong-lalo ng kanyang pagpupugay sa inyong lahat sa ating patuloy na gawain at pagsisikap upang maging ligtas ang ating mamamayan sa mga panganib, no? Lalong-lalo na sa bigwan na pinag-uusapan ngayong araw na ito. The DILG also gives its salute to the OCD for organizing gathering the stakeholders of disaster risk reduction and management for the second earthquake summit. The first one was conducted last year, USEC, no? And this summit is very, very timely because as mentioned by USEC Nepomuceno a while ago, just last March 28, we have seen the impact, the devastation of the 7.7 magnitude earthquake that happened in Thailand and in Myanmar, no? Given the technology nowadays, if you look at the social media and the YouTube, no, it is as if we are given a front row seat on what happened to both countries. Unfortunately, there were thousands, no, who perished, no, during the earthquake. So we are jolted back to reality and to the possibility that it could also happen to us. So the obvious question, as asked by Yusek Nepomuceno a while ago, is: are we ready? And we have to bite the bullet. We have to admit that we are not yet that ready. But we can be ready. So today's activity is a step in the right direction. We are all driven here by the commitment to counter potential disasters with systematic preparation and community readiness, which are essential to strengthening our country's resilience against the big one. According to the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction, there are no natural disasters. No, let us take note of this. There are no natural disasters, only natural hazards. The agency says that using the term natural disaster implies a refusal to accept responsibility for the damage and destruction. It also forwards the idea that countries can undertake deliberate actions and reduce risk from both man-made and natural hazards only by implementing safety plans, providing special protection for the vulnerable population, and fortifying structures, among other measures. It asserts that failing to do these things is what truly causes disasters. During the last leg of the 2023 Handa Pilipinas, President Ferdinand Marcos emphasized, and I quote, "Collaboration amongst national government agencies, local governments, and the private sector and communities is the key to effective and successful disaster risk reduction and management," unquote. At the DILG, we remain committed to helping the government's efforts to enhance earthquake preparedness and resilience. Through various programs, policies, and partnerships, we are working with other national government agencies and other stakeholders to build the capacity of our local governments and communities to streamline coordination mechanisms and promote participation in disaster preparedness initiatives. As the Vice Chair for Disaster Preparedness, the DILG emphasizes the importance of prioritizing mitigation interventions at the grassroots level to prepare for the adverse effects of the earthquake. Through our flagship program for disaster preparedness, Operation Listo, we have developed 8 disaster preparedness manuals for various calamities to include earthquakes. These manuals help not just as local government units, but also down to the level of households to establish minimum early preparedness measures for various hazards, emphasizing the importance of preparedness in all phases of disaster risk reduction and management. We have also conducted capacity development programs for strengthening barangays, particularly those that are transected by the West Valley Spot in the National Capital Region, Central Luzon, and the Calabarzon region. As of last year, we have trained 91 out of 92 targeted barangays on basic disaster risk reduction for earthquake preparedness. And this would include, as mentioned by Yusek Nepomuceno a while ago, simple as telling the people where the evacuation center is or evacuation area is, first aid, basic first aid, and even the management of the dead and the missing. To ensure structural integrity of buildings, we are set to launch the Harmonized Infrastructure Audit to establish a national standard for assessing local public infrastructures, particularly their vulnerability to high magnitude earthquakes. We are working with other national government agencies and other private stakeholders, particularly the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers and the Association of Structural Engineers of the Philippines to come up with the standards for this tool. And we will be piloting this in the Calabarzon region, National Capital Region, and Region 3. We are also working with universities and colleges because we want to tap the fourth year and fifth year engineering students, their help to get their help in assessing the buildings that we have in our midst, particularly as mentioned by Yusek Nepomuceno, napakarami po nito, libo-libo. So if you will just rely on our local government units, it will take years before our LGUs will be able to assess the current condition of the buildings in their AORs. Further, in partnership with the United Nations Development Program, the DILG National Capital Region launched the Upsurge Project in 2023 to help LGUs develop risk-informed plans. At this time, we continue to affirm our commitment to help equip and train our local government units, heighten their preparedness and readiness to respond to the big one, as they are in the forefront of emergency operations. It's a big challenge, ladies and gentlemen, and admittedly, we cannot achieve this alone in the government. The good news is, we firmly believe in the power of collective action. And I think that is the reason why we are all here. We are willing to contribute our share in preparing for the big one, sharing our heads, our hearts, and getting together our heads, our hearts, and our hands, in order to make the task easier. We believe that our shared commitment to earthquake preparedness and resilience building is best achieved if we hold hands together, walk on the same stride. We in the DILG remain committed to seizing this moment for meaningful exchange, dialogues, and inspiration by sharing the knowledge, wisdom, and best practices that we have. Again, we express our commitment and extend our hand of cooperation and partnership towards the shared cause for safer and more resilient Bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga sa ating lahat.
Thank you, Yusek Iringan, for highlighting DILG's strong commitment to disaster preparedness. Now we are honored to welcome a steadfast partner in disaster response and social protection. Let's hear from the Department of Social Welfare and Development Undersecretary for Disaster Response Management Group, Yusek Diana Rose Cahipe.
Undersecretary Angelito M. De Leon of the Department of National Defense, sir. Undersecretary Marlo L. Iringan of the Department of Interior and Local Government, sir. Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno of the Office of Civil Defense. Undersecretary Rande Escolango, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, sir. Fellow public servants from other government agencies, guests, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to all. It is an honor to be part of the second Earthquake Preparedness Summit, and I am privileged to express on behalf of our beloved Secretary Rex Gatchalian the support of the Department of Social Welfare and Development to this worthy endeavor spearheaded by the Office of Civil Defense. Sa mga ganitong pagkakataon, we are reminded of the value of working together. Government, communities, and every Filipino para sa mas ligtas na kinabukasan. This summit is more than just a gathering. It is a call to action, and it could not have come at a more crucial time. Just recently, we have seen strong earthquakes hit our neighboring countries, The damage, the loss, the fear, and the devastating aftermath are truly heartbreaking. It reminds us that time and again, quakes as strong as those can strike us anytime, in a blink of an eye. That is why preparedness is not just a plan, but also a responsibility that constantly needs reaffirming. Just last week, we launched the National Disaster Response Plan 2024, together with the Office of Civil Defense alongside other member agencies of the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. This recalibrated plan with the Council's guidebooks and contingency plan lays out how our country is supposed to prepare, respond, and mitigate the impact of various disasters, including earthquakes and tsunamis. Altogether, this plan and guidebooks reflect the lessons we have learned over the years and the commitment of every agency, including the DSWD, to look after people's safety in times of hazardous situations. But no plan can roll out seamlessly without people. The presence of each one of you today, leaders, responders, and partners, means we are preparing for it to the best of our ability to ensure that we are all armed with proper knowledge and resources to make informed decisions and shape efficient disaster response and risk reduction efforts, particularly in crucial times. Thank you for gracing this event, for affirming our mandate and carrying our responsibility into action. I'm supposed to end na my speech. However, I would like, Yusek Ariel, sorry, I just can't help, but I would just like to, every time ginagawa po namin na Yusek Ariel to, ni na Yusek Iringan, and all the other members of the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Council, tama po ang sinasabi ni Yusek Ariel that if there is one thing that we are very afraid of, kasi sanay tayong nagpe-prepare ng, lalo na ang DSWD, ng response operations po natin pag may padating ng mga bagyo. We are very prepared, and it's true that regardless of the time, date, may sakit, wala naka-admit, we are really up for the challenge. And I'm very happy and fortunate to be working with the leaders of the different agencies na parang kaibigan na. Because it would be easy for us to implement the goal if we work as one. But if there is one thing I personally am afraid of, it's the preparation that we need to do for the big one. Because when I talk about this plan, even with the DSWD, and we see these kinds of video, it scares me because the plan has something to do with the very survival of my children also. What is the uniqueness of the West Valley Fault? Bakit tayo mas takot kahit na may mga ibang trenches that can move and then earthquakes happens in different parts of the country? It's because if it happens here, it's the National Capital Region. And the leaders of the disaster response are all seated in this area. Tayo po yun. Pag may nangyaring sakuna anywhere in the country, the council, magmi-meet kami, and then we mobilize our people. We even go to the area that was affected, and we know what to do, and we lead. What happens when something as big as the Great One happens in an area and all the leaders that are supposed to be commanding all the people on the ground are the ones affected? The secretaries and even the president himself is compromised. Again, katulad ng sinabi ko sa isang NSED, when I speak here as undersecretary, I'm also a mother, I'm also a wife, I'm also a daughter of my father, na if something happens, hindi ko po kasi maiisip ang trabaho ko muna bilang undersecretary, hahanapin ko yung mga anak ko. Hahanapin ko yung asawa ko, tatanungin ko yung magulang ko buhay. That is, if I am alive. Now, the reason why we are here today, and I'm very proud to be seated here with all of you and listen to the planning that is about to happen and is about to be shared to everyone, is because katulad po ng laging binabanggit ni Yusek Ariel sa atin, wag nating sasayangin yung oras when we are given the chance to make this, not only because it's needed by the Filipino people, but more so because this one is needed by our very own families, our loved ones. Kung nag-attend po kayo dito kasi kayo lang yung nasa special order to attend, let me remind you that this is about the very survival of each one of us here. Maraming mga tao sa buong Pilipinas ang gustong tumulong when something happens to an area. But we have to tell them and let them know that this is their role. Ito ang dapat nilang gawin, and they know it. How do you say it, Yusek? Parang muscle memory na lang ang initial few seconds, and then after that, each member, each our dream C ng bawat rehiyon should be able to go to the, I think, 6 quadrants na po that were identified. Because before, I heard that Oplan Yakal is just dividing, I think, the National Capital Region into 4, correct me if I'm wrong, but now it's 6 quadrants. So these things, they have to be known to everybody. The plan needs to be formed, implemented, executed, and it needs to be known by everybody. So again, I would like to parang plea na din po sa lahat. Wag po nating sasayangin the next few days or the next planning that we have to do. And we treat it with the urgency as if may padating na bagong Yolanda o may padating na bagong Ondoy in an area. Let us treat the big one that it's gonna happen soon. I am an obstetrician gynecologist by profession po for 15 years in the busiest maternity hospital, probably in the world, which is Fabella Hospital. And the only way I can do my miracles inside the operating room is if I am given the time to do the operation. Kahit anong hirap niyan, if I have the time to save the life, then that will be good. Ang mahirap sa earthquake, it will give us seconds. But I think the prayer of time na hinihingi nating lahat is exactly moments like this when we can do the planning habang wala siya. So let us not waste that time. And sabi nga ni Yusek Ariel, wag muna tayong mapapagod. Trabaho pa rin po tayo. And with that, to end this, together, let us continue working hand in hand to build a more resilient and safer Philippines for all. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Thank you.